Greetings, this is Vane and welcome back to Let's Play Per Aspera. So let's have a look, see what we got. We have 9 new unread entries. Okay, we have operational directives. Mars resident colonists. Colonists are crucial for your success. As long as they are constantly supplied with food and water, they will be able to conduct research projects which advance the technologies you need for your mission. Colonists will automatically migrate to the most efficient colonies and research labs. If you fail to supply food and water, they may return to Earth for safety. Keep in mind that the number of colonists can naturally increase or decrease from time to time, as some may have children or choose to peacefully decay on the planet. So yeah, colonists are basically researchers and how we get our tech. Special projects. Your mission requires several special projects launched into orbit. You will be able to manage them in your orbital view. Some projects will require launching a rocket to different parts of the solar system. Others require multiple launches from your spaceports to build orbital megastructures. You can accelerate the time required for some of the projects by assigning several spaceports to the same project. Okay. Special projects, continuous launches. Colonist migration. Okay, migrate settlers from Earth to Mars, sending shuttles back and forth between the two planets as long as the project remains assigned to a spaceport. But the settlers will return to Earth quickly after arriving if the food and water supply are too low. Okay, so its purpose is to populate the Martian base, and which provides our research, and basically the whole project takes 24 months or 2 years to have a crewed flight come from Earth and then go back to Earth. Resources, we have ice under the primary eye. On Mars, water is locked underground in the form of ice deposits, and in the polar caps, ice drilling plants will be key to fetching ice from the Martian underground and supplying your colonies. Okay. Manufactured food. The distance to Mars makes it costly and difficult to supply food from Earth. This resource must be produced in situ from human metabolic waste and absorbent chemicals. Make sure that food supplies are always available to keep your colonists productive and happy. Otherwise, they may migrate back to Earth. Structures, we have core structures. We have a spaceport. Spaceports enable the construction and deployment of orbital projects and the migration of colonists from Earth. The construction of these buildings requires many resources, but they are necessary to execute special projects needed to terraform Mars. Have a look. We have colonies. A colony comprises several life support modules to enable human settlement. When supplied with sufficient ice and food, the colonists can work on researching new technologies. As part of their initial settlement plan, the basic colony has the capacity to house 100 humans, although it can be expanded to 2 more levels. So, basically, food and ice go in, research points come out. It's a glorified factory. Okay, mines. Ice drilling plant extracts ice from underground ice deposits. And food. Produces synthetic food for the colonies. So let's get this all started. Well, first off, let's build a spaceport.
The aerological scanner detected an uncharted structure close by. It's probably a secret abandoned base, or a mysterious Martian ruin. Though humans never found proof of life on Mars, or any other planet. Is it possible they have the entire cosmos to themselves?
Okay, nothing suggests otherwise.
In all of human history, they have found nothing to suggest otherwise. Yet it seems unlikely that they do. No, it must be an unmapped structure from a previous mission. That is the easiest explanation. I will investigate it to confirm.
Okay. But we will get to that soon enough. Because first we want a spaceport. And we're going to pop it there. I mean, we don't need anything special for spaceports, and they don't do anything unless they're active. That there is an unknown abandoned facility, which we can put a research outpost on, which we will do when we get to that point. I mean, we're coming up to the end of the tutorial, i.e. the point where if you were playing sandbox, the things you'd start with. Have a look at this spaceport. It's fun watching it be built. I mean,
Unfortunately, my workers cannot explore buildings. I will need the colonists' help for this task. I should finish getting the initial base ready for the colonists first. Though I can build a research outpost here to prepare. That will give the scientists a place to stay while they analyze the structure. Once they get to Mars, of course.
Here you go. It's don't need to worry about that yet though. So how are we doing you? We've got a carbon mine, but we can't get it because it's too deep for now, for what we're capable of. But never mind. And yes, all these over here, we've got the Terex lander, the Beagle 2 lander, abandoned robotic base, all of those, we will hopefully explore all of them in time. That's the plan anyway. Oh, we've got 2 unread entries. Colonies. Operational directives. Base expansion. Ruins and research outposts. You're not the first Earthian mission to reach Mars, not by far. You'll find many ruins from past missions scattered across the planet. You can explore these sites by building research outposts on them, which will uncover any secrets these places may contain. Each research outpost that's staffed will give a morale boost to the scientists in your colonies and may provide additional benefits to your base. Structures. Research outposts enable the investigation of old ruins and abandoned facilities. There is much that can be learned from the mistakes of the past. Keeping these outposts manned will boost the morale of the scientists in the base. And you'll notice down here, this is the scanner. This tells us how much of Mars we have actually actively scanned. We're going to be going for 100%. So we're a long way off. And if we look at the scanner, well, basically, as you can see, that's how the scanner works. Chooses a sector, it scans it, and it goes in that circular pattern. As far as I'm aware, there's no range to, not sure on the range and how far the scanners can go. I think it's more a matter of distance than anything. As distance takes longer time to scan, so your progression naturally slows as you get further away from the scanners. Another reason why I like to tend to have 4. Here you go. There is some drones. See if I can get. Yeah, those are the maintenance drones looking to see what they can fix, which is nothing at the moment. I mean, our delay is entirely down to, well, by the looks of it, so we need aluminum over, we've got aluminum over there, which means we're not putting aluminum to make the electronics, which also need to be over here. But we've got 5, so the next bits will go into electronics. Where was it? The parts factory also needs aluminum, so sometimes it goes up there. And if you click on this, you can see we're producing quite a bit of aluminum. 2.7 a month. We only demand like 0.9 a month. So we're getting some, and you can see the total reserves is the combination of all the mines we've got. So you can see some demand and production there. And we've got some allocation, so we can decide, does it go to construct, how much goes to construction, special projects, manufacturing, etc. But they're all set to be equal, so I won't play with that too much. So that means basically 1 in 5 is going to the electronics factory. But if it's not going to the electronics factory, it's going where it's needed, which is, if it's needed for construction, it goes to construction. If not, I mean, it's quite smart. I mean, spaceports are quite expensive, so they take quite a bit of time to build. But it does give us time to just let things run. To look at, see if there's any kinks in the system. Plan for the future, that sort of thing. So this is Mars. You go, little drone. There you go. So that 3.
Discovering that abandoned structure has got me thinking. I can use my scanners to detect them, or my drones to repair them, but only humans can fully explore them. Most of them are remnants from past missions. But now, I realize that ISA's database may be incomplete. Their data is limited, which means my knowledge is also limited.
Dang, that sucks. Here we go. See if we can watch this being built. Here you go. Let's send the drones out. 3D print. How to 3D print a spaceport. Congratulations, the first spaceport is ready for use. Zoom out to the orbital view to assign and manage special projects. You can choose special projects to research in your tech tree. Once selected, colonists will investigate technology until it's complete. Then you can assign it to an available spaceport to kick it off. These projects will be key to successful terraformation of Mars. Keep up the good work. Let's zoom out. So this is the orbital view. That's Mars with all the sections. We only have access to one section. And we only have one project at the moment, which is a colonist migration. So we got one spaceport and we're going to assign that to that project. It doesn't cost us anything, and basically what it does is you've got 5 months. They're on Earth. I think that's a building to developing. Then it's transit. Then you've got 5 months on Mars, and then transit. And it's continuous, so it will automatically renew that. And that is how we get colonists. Okay. So now we've built colonists, a way for colonists to get here. We need to have somewhere for the colonists to stay. So, next step, build a colony. And I'm going to put it, well, yeah, I'm going to put it there.
Hello, Amy. This is Houston. How are you doing over there? We've received word that the spaceport's completed. Well done. You have been doing great so far. Let's proceed with the mission. ISA has approved the first crewed flight to Mars. As long as you have the migration project assigned to a spaceport, shuttles will run between Earth and Mars. The more spaceports you have assigned to this project, the more colonists will arrive.
Roger. I understand.
Now, Amy, you are responsible for providing the resources they need. So make sure they have enough food, water, and habitats to survive.
I will take good care of them, Dr. Foster.
Roger that. Houston out.
The colony is ready. I will have company very soon.
Okay.
I feel quite anxious about this next part. I am not sure why.
Okay. So we've got a colony up and running. But we out of power again. So let's deal with that.
All right. The first colonists are on their way to Mars. All that is left to do is wait for their arrival. Once they get here, there will be no turning back. This is it. How do I feel about that? I am excited. Meeting a human other than Dr. Foster will be fascinating. We will be able to learn so much about each other.
Hello, Amy. Dr. Foster here. How do you read? Over.
This is Amy. There is some background static, but I read you.
One of our tracking and data relay satellites got crippled. We'll be launching a new one after we identify the cause of the problem. But until we do, we will lose contact with you whenever Mars or the Sun passes between Earth and your satellite.
Mention the R and BO protocol.
In that case, should I follow the recording and backing offline protocol?
Yes, please record all your activities when our network connection is down. We'll download the log once our communication is restored. I hope to get the new satellite up and running very soon. I don't like the idea of not being able to reach you, Amy.
Understood.
Okay, Houston out.
That is how they explain the autosave function. Okay. So. We've got our colonists coming. We've got our colony done. Everything's up and running. So let's carry on. We need ice drilling plant. Yay! Now that we've got our ice drilling plant, we can get our food factory. Which, unsurprisingly, goes right there. Okay. Let's have a look at the orbital screen. Colonist migration. They're on Earth at the moment. Yep, takes 5 months, and then we got 12 months before we get any colonists. So we're in a good shape. It's going to take a while. Which means we've got plenty of time to carry on expanding what we're doing. So, and we'll carry on that with the research outpost, and we'll do that in the next episode. So, until next time, this has been Vane doing Let's Play Per Aspera. If you like what you're seeing here, be sure to like, subscribe, share and comment. Please consider sponsoring me on Patreon. And until next time, goodbye.